Don't miss out on the exclusive limited edition You Gonna Know Me t-shirts. That's right, You Gonna Know Me t-shirts are now available. Be sure to reach out to J-Dub the King to secure your very own t-shirt today. You can contact J-Dub the King via social media at J-Dub the King or through email at jdubtheking@gmail.com. But that's not all. While you're at it, make sure to keep up the hype by streaming the hit single You Gon' Know Me by J-Dub the King featuring Yuckmouth and Drew on all major digital platforms. Let's keep the momentum going. Brace yourself, sports and music fans, because every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time is go time. Introducing one of the hottest, most entertaining, and downright addictive podcasts you'll ever need. PD&J was good today. Hosted by none other than J-Dub the King and Pocket. These two dynamic personalities will keep you on the edge of your seat with their unique blend of humor, storytelling, and knowledge of sports and entertainment. And you know what makes it even better? They're live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can join the conversation and be a part of the action. We're always on the lookout for awesome guests to join us on the show. So if you think you've got what it takes to hang out with J-Dub the King and Pocket, then slide into our inbox at J-Dub the King. That's JDUBBTHAKING. And let's make some magic together. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss a single episode. See you on Wednesday.
Why are we so goddamn dark? I thought light skin was in. What is going on? Oh my! I look like my very sophisticated melanated self. I look like my sophisticated melanated self right now.
What's good, folks? What's good?
You know what it's not? It's not hump day.
That's what you had. Oh, I thought you had something better than that.
I had something else, but I can't do that right now.
What's good, folks? It's another week. It's not another Wednesday,
but it is Thursday. Where you at? Get your ish and get it on, because it's almost a Saturday dish.
So we coming to you on a Thursday. We had
actually, you know what? No.
Shout out.
Blame me for not Wednesday. You know why? Because I had a family thing. My daughter had a recital, so that was more important to me than seeing y'all, and she killed the recital. I'm gonna just say that right now. She killed it. She's going to pianist. She's gonna be a regular Bach. I'm sorry that I'm being a dad right now.
I see.
All right. I'm promoting. You know what? You ain't gonna know me, but you're gonna know her, but you're gonna know him because you're gonna know me. Oh, shoot, did I do that? My bad, y'all.
Folks, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
If you don't know, now you know.
You know? No? Okay. Go ahead. I'll let you.
No, that's it. I swear. I'm done.
No, you're not.
I mean, it's the 10 crack commandments. I'm sorry. Well, we can't do that right now. We definitely can't do that.
Oh my!
Talk about get shut off. It took us. So here's what happened, y'all. We so hyped because it took us forever to get in. Because right now, apparently, all across the world, everybody wants to stream right now. I don't care about everybody. I care about us. I care about y'all. We ready. We here. We live. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me check.
Are we live?
Yeah, we live.
All right, so let's get right into it. So, y'all see what the hashtag say on the title, right?
Who they is? Tell them who they is.
Marnice, the Clue, and Katie Gaines.
Katie didn't gain, and Marnice gave her a clue, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. All right, I'm done.
So the reason why I bring these two up, right? They're both actually, 15-year-olds in St. Louis, Missouri.
Misery. Mm-hmm.
Reason why I bring these two up.
Preach it. Tell them.
One of them is in juvenile detention. The other one just got home from the hospital.
Wait. You got to say it like this. One's in juvenile detention for own safety.
That's what they say.
That's what the people say.
Now, let me break down the story to you. Kaylee, a habitual bully, a habitual juvenile delinquent. I'll just say it like that. Got suspended. This happened March 8th. So on March 7th, she was suspended for fighting in school, right? The next day, March 8th, she came back to beat up Marnice's friend. As so they said.
Marnice did the Undertaker thing.
Marnice got hit first. Kaylee hit Marnice. Marnice put them paws on Kaylee.
So, in other words, she effed around and found out.
And not only did she put her paws on there, Kaylee got her head bashed in on the concrete, unfortunately.
She got a crackerjack.
She was in the hospital
She got a crackerjack
for a few months with a cracked skull.
Crackerjack.
They had to remain pieces of her skull. She actually just got home within a week, 8 days ago, something like that.
So those of you that are tuning in, what had happened was her skull got cracked and her brain was bleeding. So they had to remove a piece of her skull because her brain was bleeding. But you got to remember, she effed around and found out.
That part. So what happened?
Well,
Marnice got arrested and detained for felony assault.
preach on.
Juvenile, right?
Well,
the prosecution wanted to push
tabernacle
for trying Marnice as an adult. Now, what happened during this proceeding?
Oh, he getting in the kitchen, y'all.
The juvenile detention officer, teachers,
Well,
even Kaylee's parents. Let's start with Kaylee's parents.
Oh,
right?
yes. Start right there.
Kaylee's parents came and backtracked on certain things of what she said. Now, keep in mind, Kaylee's not supposed to be on the school grounds. She got suspended.
They don't hear you.
Her mom drove her to the school.
They don't hear you.
All of a sudden, the fight breaks out.
Well,
They want to blame Marnice, but they recognize that Kaylee had disciplinary action.
They got money.
They said it.
Woo!
They
Offering time.
All right. Now that's Kaylee's parents. They backtracked on certain statements.
Well,
Teacher said this is an honor roll student. Never had a problem with her. Not only is she an honor roll student, but she skipped the 7th grade.
now for you Christian people, not one, not two, but 3 teachers. 3. Well, keep going. Keep going.
Let's go to the detention officer. Detention officer who was at the school said it was at her Marnice's defense. She was defending herself.
Woo! Hallelujah.
The judge ruled that, oh, okay, she was in defense of herself.
Come on. Preach on. Preach on.
I'm not going to try her as an adult.
Well,
But I'm not going to release her either because she would be a threat to the community. Or she's safer behind jails because she's been receiving threats.
well. That you got past it? That you got? Come on.
There's so much to dissect from this.
Come on now. Help the people. Help the people.
Let's start with the school, right? Let's start with the school, right? I know when I was suspended, whether you in school suspension, out of school suspension, whatever case may be, if you're not allowed on property, there are warning signs. The school goes on lockdown. Go ahead.
No, keep.
The school goes on lockdown. you are escorted off of campus. If you aren't escorted off of campus, the police is called on campus, especially since mass shootings happen. If you're not allowed on school property or not supposed to be on school property, they would get you faster than any outdoor. So how did you get on property? Second of all, let's go to the parents.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't go there. Don't go there. They're not ready for you. They're not ready.
Let's go to the parents.
They're not ready for
the
that.
parents of Kaylee Gaines.
But they're not ready yet.
I'm sorry. You need to be found held liable and responsible for this.
I'm taking communion right now.
Y'all have to. Kaylee sent text and said, this is the father's testimony, that there was text messages sent that they were supposed to meet up to fight the day after she was suspended at the school.
Stop right there.
Okay.
You have to repeat that because I don't think you hear you, Pastor. You got to dive into that. You got to dive into that.
You as a father of a girl, of a young lady, are encouraging bullying and violence. You as a mother. Now, I don't know the facts behind this. I've seen speculation in certain reports of this, but there hasn't been facts, right?
Well,
the mother dropped Kaylee off at the school the day after she was suspended to fight this kid. Marnice stepped in, got hit. Marnice put her down.
No, but here's the thing, Pastor. What you got to understand, in the words of the illustrious Biggie Smalls, you must be ready to die. I'm just saying.
Now, I didn't bring up race for a reason because I wanted to bring out the story first. Now let's talk about race. Two 15-year-old girls. Hold on.
No. Two 15-year-olds. Can you identify the race of each one? We have Maurice and we have Kelly. Can you identify the race? This is the offering portion of the service. Can you identify the race? If you can identify the race, that's what the chat is for. Because now I'm ready. I'm ready for all you mother truckers.
Okay. So let me break it down. Marnice, 15-year-old honor roll, black student.
Mama, sit on your wait. You gotta sit on your hands. You are she didn't know the story, did she?
I just told her. She just found out right now.
Okay, so okay. So yeah, you good. I was about to put you in timeout again, but you good.
Kaylee, the offensive aggressor, bully, white
who is
girl,
who was suspended
the day
before
for fighting, and the girl that she was fighting happens to be Marnice's friend, right?
Who she was supposed to fight. Now, what color is wait. Let's see. She paid. What color is Marnice? I mean, Marnice said.
Marnice said. That's a good one.
A mama.
And like I said, there's
Marnice.
So much that you can dissect from this. I didn't even talk about the judicial system. How?
We ain't got there yet. That's my part.
How?
That's my part. We ain't getting there yet.
Okay. Go ahead.
So now, the judicial system. Oh,
you fell.
How is it that a black young lady that's honor roll student that has teachers, even has the CPS, whatever it was,
DPS officer,
DPS detention officer saying
she's a model.
She's a model person. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. No problems. But you said you want to keep her in jail for her own accord, so to be safe.
That's what the judge said.
This is what the judge said. Now, I'm quite sure
prosecution said they want to keep
anyone that understands St. Louis, and if you don't Google it, Google St. Louis and Google. Do I want to? I should say Google. Should I?
No, not Google.
Research St. Louis, research racial division. Tell me what you come back with. And digest it. Before you tell me what you come back with, digest it and tell me what you came back with. That's what our email's for. That's what everything else is for. Do it right there. Right there is the email. PD&J Media Production. Tell that email what you found out. Now, it's St. Louis. Okay, with the judge. So he literally is standing on old laurels. Here's what you have to here's what you have to digest what Pastor said. Pastor said now that Kaylee's family backtracked because here's the thing: what they had to backtrack was they kept talking about how bad
this
of a person.
Oh, I didn't even bring up before you even go there. Let's go even one deeper, right? So St. Louis is not a rich city, right? Okay. So Kaylee has a GoFundMe for medical expenses, right? All the, I'm gonna call it what I call it. The uprooting, the bigotry, the all you bigamists out there, y'all donated to this woman's GoFundMe. Raised over $400,000 for this woman who fucked around and found out.
You said woman. You said woman. Now that's
young lady.
I wouldn't call it that. I call it a hoodlum from the other hoodlum.
Whatever you want to call
it. A hoodlum
right?
left around and found out.
Now, here's the fucked up part about it, and I'm using harsh language because it actually pisses me off. Marnisha's family sets up a GoFundMe page to raise legal expenses, and GoFundMe shuts her down. Why did GoFundMe shut her down? Because everybody had sent them emails to GoFundMe about how violent Marnice was, and GoFundMe shut her page down.
Now, here's my suggestion.
What?
Because I'm just going to be the optimist of the situation. Because that's what I'm is. Especially this week, I'm very optimal. Everybody pass on the word to the next person. Even if you come across this video for 1 second, what I want you to do right now, we're going to clip this part right here. I want you that's watching this clip right now, I want you to go and spread the word to shut down her GoFundMe for her medical expenses.
She was the aggressor. Why? Oh, and here's another question. Let's dissect this real quick, right? We're on the judicial system, right? So you got testimony.
We're in biology right now, y'all.
From detention officers. You have video footage. You have teachers. You have so much evidence that shows that Kaylee is the aggressor.
I gotta say this.
How come she's not being charged?
But
How come she's not being charged?
Not even that. You've got the judge dismissing it all.
And Kaylee's not being charged. Why? Why? There is so much to dissect from this story. It blows my mind. And
I can't wait. I cannot wait for this to go to the Supreme Court in misery. In misery. That's right. I said it. I'm calling y'all out. Misery. I can't wait for it to go to the Supreme Court and y'all look like not again. Because
I was thinking about this earlier today, and I had to laugh at myself and tell myself to stop because to me it made sense. It's scary. It's funny at the same time.
Ben Crump, where you at?
That part. Ben motherfucking Crump. Where the fuck are you at? I thought that to myself and I laughed.
This one name.
Where the hell are you at, Ben Crump? You stood for everything else for George Floyd. Got a paycheck. Who else?
New York. I can't think of his name.
Eric Garner. Got a paycheck. But what do they have in common? You didn't step up until CNN started reporting on.
But not only that, but they both had a very severe criminal background. They weren't honor students who were blown away on the way to a hell of a historic college career, whatever she's going to do. No, they were actually career criminals just caught up in situations.
Ben Crump, where you at? This is the perk. You for
Matter of fact,
headlines.
y'all do us a favor. Do hashtag Ben Crump. I'm sorry. We didn't do it. I want you. I'm giving y'all work to do because we do all the work around this mother. Hashtag Ben Crump. I want to see it blow up. I want to see him. I gotta do something. I want to fix the hairpiece and get something done. Al Sharpton.
Where you at? Y'all that say you are
Jesse Jackson. I know you. Wait, Jesse Jackson. I know you got them hidden children. Maybe this is one of yours hidden children.
Nah.
I shouldn't do that.
No.
I'm still doing it. Jesse Jackson. NAACP. Where you at? I'm going there.
This little girl is sitting behind bars right now in a juvenile, and we know what the penal system does, especially juvenile detention, right? The damn officer said she don't need to be there.
But the judge said, "Yep, I'm going to put her there for her own safety, and she's a detriment to society. Although she's an honor roll student that's never had any issues at all on her record, not a single issue, not a blemish at all. But you want to put her behind bars? Okay,
and
we know what's up.
Here's the crazy part about it.
Let me guess. You probably I ain't going there. I know I am. You know what? You are probably messing with a 15-year-old girl that looks like Kaylee. And you want to be sympathetic. Is that what's going on, Mr. Judge? Or are you messing with Kaylee?
The judge is being investigated, bro. The judge
exactly
been investigated,
because of this.
Before that.
No, but this right here did not help his investigation.
Correct.
This right here, and you know what was important, y'all? In case y'all didn't know, no matter what judge in what court, you voted for that. So therefore, St. Louis, misery, you voted for that. What's happening right now, the people that are complaining the most in St. Louis, misery, voted for that. Y'all need to make a change. Stop voting for these long-term judges that can't see straight. Don't put it. Now, I will say this. I've seen a couple of videos that blamed 45. Yeah, 45. I'm not going to call him by his name because if I do, it's going to give too much play.
Well, let me say this before you go in. They're not blaming necessarily 45, but what they're doing is the supporters, the extremists of 45 is who they're going after. Go ahead.
But no. They mentioned 45 in particular. So saying they're going to the extremists, no, they're mentioning 45 in particular. He doesn't have anything to do with this. He really doesn't. The whole thing is, we'll go there. The supporters that they think were the most supporters of him, when you go back and look at the numbers and you're going to be blown away. Most supporters were not this way. That's what's going to blow your mind when you go back and do your research. Most supporters of 45 were not this way.
You know what I find extremely funny and revolting at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
When the story, Riverboat, Alabama. Oh God,
you can't do that.
I'm gonna go there, right?
You pulled that out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that.
Okay,
I ain't ready.
So let's break it down, right?
If
you
ready.
did not catch the live stream of that, which it went global within an hour of it going live. If you didn't catch the full video of it and you heard the stories of it and saw the videos after fact, they were snippets of it. And what did they do? First of all, they were criticizing, why they jump on the white dude like this and all this other shit, right? Then they went back and looked at the whole video and backtracked their statements. What happened with this goddamn video? When the video first dropped, it was edited. The whole video, the full video did not come out. And everybody had a goddamn opinion.
But you know what? Some people
everybody.
A lot of people sticking to it though.
And the thing about
that's why her GoFundMe still open, because a lot of people sticking to that video.
And the thing about it, when the full video came out, I'll give you that. But 20% of that shit, including the parents, retracted their goddamn statements.
So, our daughter has had issues of been called out on issues with fighting in school and
a habitual fighter in school, a habitual bully.
Let me take it one step further. Our daughter has been called out for initiating fights in school, hurting other kids.
You've been in the juvenile penal system, not once, not twice, but 3 times. The juvenile officer that was assigned to the school even said she's a bitch.
See,
you get suspended the day before.
I thought your sermon was over. So you one of them pastors that we done went and took offering and came back, and now you're going. You got more. You see,
the spirit leading me.
See,
right
you know what?
The spirit leading me right now.
I'm about to leave because I ain't trying to be here for 3 hours for the pastor to try and go back and rehash what actually should have been said already by the judge. Because the judge, I'm going back to the judge.
A civilization needs to be saved. Period.
Judge. I'm not calling him by name without giving play.
I don't even know his name.
His name is in articles, every article. He's under investigation, so he's in.
I don't care.
So I got a question. Is your hood white, red, blue, or black? That's my question. What color is your hood? White, red, blue, or black? Or I think is it yellow too?
No, there's
no yellow. Okay, white, red, blue. So if you kindly could, sir, email us and let us know what color is your hood. And I ain't talking about the hood you grew up in. If y'all don't understand what I'm saying, I'm calling them out with the triple K. Okay.
I can't even get mad at the prosecution because the prosecutor was doing her job.
With what she was sent.
It was doing her job.
With what the information she had. The prosecutors do what they're supposed to do with what they have. Now, I will say this: there are situations where prosecutors.
And the crazy part about it, I have kids her age. You have a daughter that's close to her age. Our kids have experienced bullying, right? And we know. And this is why I go back on the school and I say the school, you ain't shit.
So I'm going to bring something up.
The superintendent of the school, the district, all schools, the United States public school system, y'all ain't shit. And I challenge every last one of you. Our kids are getting bullied to either one of 2 things that they doing. They killing themselves or they going to the school and shooting the motherfuckers up because y'all ain't paying attention.
No, actually, I'm not going to put that on the school district. This is why.
Parents too.
So my child years ago, there was an incident. Actually, in my child's school years ago, there was an incident. There was a bullying incident, and the teachers made us aware of what was going on. As a parent, I confronted. We took care of it. That was the end of it. Now, on the flip side, it happened to my child. She came to me and my wife. I went up there because I was the more calmest of her 2. I requested to speak to the principal. I got the vice principal. And I explained to the vice principal, look, I came up in the air. If I had a bully, I handled it. I handled it.
Only way a bully gonna stop bullying you if you bully the bully. Period.
Now, I told her, I was like, in my words, I was like, y'all need to do something about this because the teacher's not going to do it. Because the teacher came out and said, oh, this is kids being kids. And I said, no. That's not how we handle this around here. The child is screaming in my child's ear. Whatever she's saying, I don't care, but you're screaming. So you're trying to bust my child's eardrum? How about I bust you upside your head? Matter of fact, if I bust you upside the head, I bust your mother upside the head.
You know, matter of fact,
you know what? Wait. If I ain't going to bust you upside the head, because y'all know who I is, I'll let my wife bust your mother upside the head. And then your father got something with it?
Watch this.
I'm going to take him out.
Watch this.
Wait. Now, after all of that, if you still ain't learning a lesson, then I guess what? I guess we're doing a tag team in the parking lot.
No, watch this. Watch this.
Matter of fact, we're going to do a tag team down the street at the park so that way school ain't got to deal with it.
It's funny that you bring that up. It's funny that you actually bring that up. And we're going to go back to Marnice. But it's funny that you bring that up, right? There's a video going viral right now of a father defending his daughter.
Well,
let me tell you
don't talk about that. Don't talk about that because I know more about that than you do. Because It's not what you think it is.
I get that, but
It's not even what it's been said.
Yeah,
So,
I get that.
Give bits and pieces, but don't.
But the point of what I'm trying to make, right? If you have exhausted all resources, meaning your kid comes home, you tell your child, well, talk to the teacher, see if the teacher handles it. That doesn't.
And there's
no. You go.
When the teacher goes to handle it, what happens?
Okay. So then you go up to the school. First conversation you're going to have is with the teacher. That doesn't work. You have a conversation with the vice principal. That doesn't work. You get the gist. You go up the chain of command until you get to the superintendent of the district. And if that doesn't work, basically, to make a long story short, why this man is under scrutiny, he exhausted all resources of his child that he said was getting bullied by another student, sent letters home, had a mediation, so-called mediation where all parties, including parents, were involved. That still didn't work. So what did he do? He went to the other kid's parents' house, dragged the father outside, and whooped his ass.
You know, there's a saying out there that
I
laugh at it when I hear it because I know it's all me. It says, try Jesus.
Don't try me.
Because I got hands.
And the thing about it is, at the end of the day, as a parent nowadays, you have to protect your kids. As a parent, for me, versus my mom being a parent when I was growing up, right? I think it's so much tougher.
I know you gave her a bunch of gray hairs now.
I did. Well, believe it or not, my mama don't have gray hair, but I did give her help.
She's probably get a hair dye.
No, she don't. Her jeans.
Mama, speak up right now.
Her jeans.
You get up. You stop sitting on your hands.
Her jeans. She don't get gray hairs. Like my grandmother didn't have gray hair until
You probably gave her.
I gave my mama hell. No, I'm not saying that I didn't give my mama hell. I gave her hell.
You weren't listening to what I was saying. I said gray hell.
Gray hell. Okay.
In other words, you aged her more than when she wanted to be aged because your ass wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying in her ass. But the thing about it, the point that I'm trying to make, I think being a parent now is more
strategic, more
potent. Told you, she don't have no gray hair.
Right, what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Not yet.
Get him, Mom. Get him.
I said gray.
You don't even remember. Gray hell. Anyway.
Gray hell.
Anyway. So
hell. H-E double hockey sticks. Hell.
So the whole thing about it is nowadays you have to protect your kids from so much more that you didn't have to think about when we were growing up. I don't think my mom had to think about protecting me from certain preachers and pastors. I don't think my mom had to worry about teachers molesting and touching and bullying. And granted, it was there. We experienced it was there
in the school.
It was
in the school.
Yes.
Now, when you say that not have to protect from teachers, preachers, you don't know she didn't have to take you from preachers.
Luckily, and thank God, I wasn't put in that situation.
But you don't know as far as your mother went. See that right there. No, I just went off who I had to, and then it was done. See, so again, you don't know the extension of what she had to do to protect you.
But
so you can't sit there and say.
Going back to this comment, I know for an example, right?
It's still up there.
As far as with this comment in particular, I know what for an example what she's talking about with school teachers, right? If I was being bullied, or if teachers was not
doing their job
or showing more favoritism towards educating others versus me, right? Her and my grandmother definitely stepped in, said what they had to, like, I got a story for you.
The thing is, you're talking about teachers. I'm not talking about the teacher portion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, And that's exactly what I'm exactly. That's what I had to do. So I already know that. That's what I had to do. But what I'm saying, I didn't say, but now you got to fight for real. And before that, I said no. I just went off who I had to, and it was done. Exactly, because you had to fight for your child to get the education that you, as a taxpayer, paid for. It's the same thing. That has not changed. The change has been the fact that there's so much access to your child via Instagram, via social media, period. Social media, period. There's now schools that have polls or things that you can air your concern out about other kids.
Right. Yes, you're right.
And
teachers too. Teachers nowadays start giving surveys to the school, to the
no, not even the school
and the parent.
This is
not the school. I'm not saying the school. At the end of the school year, at least with my, because I only got one kid in school now, right? So at the end of the year, now that he's been in high school, he gets a end of the year survey on his teacher.
But that's not what I'm talking
about. And
the
parents do.
That is not what I'm talking about. Okay. What I am talking about is there is an Instagram for the school that one of my children goes to. You submit a survey, and it's not really a survey. You put your gripe. So it could be about any kid, about any teacher, or whatever it is. And there's stuff that pops about different kids.
On social media?
On social media.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the school survey. Because I had to do the school survey for my daughter. But they asked the parents about my daughter. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I got that survey, and I'm asking her questions. Having filled a survey out. I'm like, how do you feel about this? Did you learn? Do you feel like your learning was increased? Do you think this and this?
Like, so I had to fill that survey. The only complaint that I've ever had with the survey within teachers that's teaching my child is your communication is fucking off. It either comes late or doesn't come at all.
Like if my child is failing, you have 4 quarters, 2 semesters, 4 quarters to let me know there's a problem with my child. And you have access to get to the parent because you have, in this case, in Phoenix Unified School District, you have what's it called? Remind. You have instant emails. You have text messages to let me know if something's going on with my child. But you wait until 4th quarter, a week before school, to let me know there's something wrong with my child, or 2 weeks before school, that I can't correct the behavior that would happen at the beginning of the year. You, as a teacher, you have to find out. Now, here's the thing. As a teacher, it's your responsibility to know, understand in the beginning of the year how I want to communicate, how I want my child disciplined, which I always say, whatever you do is whatever you deem necessary, you do as far as what I say. You do what's necessary, and then you let me know what's done. And if I need to reinforce something, or if you want me to reinforce something you don't feel comfortable, let me know at the beginning so I know what to do. But also let me know of progression or regression. That's your job as a teacher, to let the parent know. If you're not doing that, but you wait to the 4th quarter, week before school ends, for instance, in Arizona, school ends next week, you tell me this week, oh, your child has not submitted this and assignments.
Set up for failure, bro.
You're setting my child up for failure when you should have been preparing for this. Preparing by what? They sent out the report card. They sent out what is it?
They don't even do progress reports no more.
No, they still do.
Certain ones.
They still do. Our school district still does it. So I can't say no. You like you said, certain ones don't. But I'm talking.
If you're not in their portal and checking up on your child, you don't know what the fuck they're doing until report cards come out.
Now, and what's the thing is, you can't sit there and depend. Well, the parent's going to check the portal. No matter what you give us at the beginning of the year, it's still your job as a teacher to inform us.
Don't even update the grades, but once a week or once a month.
No, not even that. They don't update it, but once a semester or a quarter, so you don't know till it's almost over.
True.
Why? Now, let's go back to the situation. Situation is
she's an honor roll student.
Maurice is
my niece is the honor roll student. She skipped to 7th grade.
So what does that mean? You don't get skipped because you're stupid. You don't get skipped because you don't know what you're doing.
That means not an aggressor.
She's a very intelligent person.
She know how to throw hands, apparently.
She got pushed.
She's not an aggressor.
She got pushed.
What did Pac say? I ain't a killer, but don't push me. What? Period. Do I say anymore?
It's called pressure. Pressure makes what? Diamonds or what?
Or coal. bust pipes.
There you go.
And the thing about it,
So
you sent your child to school the day after she was suspended, and then
wait, you said it wrong. They drove their child to school. So here's my thing with that. I'm talking to you, Casey's parents, mother, Casey,
Kaylee.
Or Kaylee, sorry.
You said Casey.
I said Casey. I said Casey 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylee, Mom, you drove your child up there for what?
Why?
You already knew what she was suspended because the school let you know.
No, hold on. They didn't even bring up the aspect that the parents have been in the penal system for substance abuse issues. We didn't even bring that up.
But that ain't got nothing to do with it.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just bringing that up.
Because here's the thing.
Dad, you knew the text messages was going out. You didn't do nothing.
Kaylee is
Mom, you drove your daughter to the goddamn school.
Here's the thing. Kaylee was set up for failure. Now,
fucked around and found out.
Now, St. Louis, whatever district it is, because they got different districts for every school. So St. Louis, I got a question for y'all. That school district. So what if Kaylee came to that school with a gun?
That part.
And she would have shot. Now remember, she's the bully. She gets a gun. She shoots wherever she wants. Where are we at now?
I wasn't even going there.
I'm going there.
I wanted to stay away from that.
I'm going there.
Like I said, there's so much
because you know what?
You can dissect from this.
Because you know what? Because here's why I brought that up. Recently, in the news, internationally, there's been so many gun incidents. And you know what's happened? Nobody's talking about the U.S. So what happened if Kaylee decided, you know what? I'm going to fight you? Nah. I'm going to go get a gun.
You already lost the first fight. That's what you got suspended for.
That's what you got suspended for. You lost the first fight. So you decided you want to go get a weapon. Actually, you know what? Let's not say gun. Let's pipe it down.
Tulu, just chiming in. Salute. You missed a lot. So let's wrap it up. We're talking about Marnice DeClue and Kaylee Game. What's your thoughts on it?
No. What we're talking about is Marnice gave the game a clue. The clue gave the game
a notice.
No, she didn't gain.
No, the game
lost. She didn't gain anything. She lost everything.
Fucked around and found out.
Fucked around and find out. Now, here's what I'm trying to understand. St. Louis, what is your protocol? Because obviously the protocol you have don't work.
And you got a sitting judge that was provided evidence of exoneration
and dismissed it.
You did nothing.
Dismissed it.
This little girl that should not be in a juvenile detention center, you're leaving her there when she should be with her family. Now, as far as the family,
I think she should be with family, but she should be in her learning environment.
No,
fifth level grade.
I was about to go there.
Accessible.
Now let's go there. As far as the schooling goes, as a parent, after what my child just experienced, I'm pulling her out of school and I'm finding a different school that she can go and thrive. That part. Or that part right there. And let's talk about that with this what's going on in the school system right now.
I have no problem
with what's going on in the United States school system right now. I encourage more people to look into homeschool than sending your kids.
No, this incident, I totally agree with it. Because guess what? I'm quite sure she has a friend.
That part.
She has a friend. I'm quite sure her friends all look up to her. They must have known she could throw hands. Because why?
Marnice?
Yeah, Marnice.
Okay.
Here's this is one thing I didn't talk about, which I want to bring up now.
Okay.
So for her to meet Kaylee and let Kaylee F around and find out, that means her friends knew she could throw hands. How they know?
She was defending her friend. Now,
what I'm saying is, they knew that she could throw hands.
That. So what I'm saying is, let's picture this though.
Miss Gaines,
Kaylee shows up to school, right? Not supposed to be there, right? She shows up to school. She was supposed to fight one of Marnice's friends, the other friend that jumped in the day before, right? Not Marnice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's picture this. I don't know if the friend if Kaylee found the friend that she was looking for, but she found Marnice, right?
No, here's what I understood, and like I said, when I got that one video, I went and looked. So the friend that Kaylee was supposed to fight told Marnice about it,
and Marnice and her had a conversation. Words.
So not even that. The friend that Marnice confronted had fought Marnice and knew Marnice. That's how they became friends. Yeah, it was old school.
Okay, so
Marnice was like, "I got this."
What I'm saying is that let's picture this. Katie comes to school. She's looking for somebody. She comes across Marnice, right? She swings first. She's the aggressor. Let's say she swings one time, gets hit, gets put to the ground. Am I saying Marnice should have bashed her skull in?
Just what the thing is, we don't
know.
Here's the thing. When I say bash her skull, because from what I understand, it only took 1 to 2 points. Yeah.
She did this once or twice. She wasn't repeatedly doing this. She did this once or twice, and then she was pulled up off. And
she was pulled off, but her name was called, and she kind of came to her senses. Now, here's the thing. Here's what I wanted some people to understand, because with Marnice. So here's how I figured it transpired. She went calling out the girl. Marnice said, Kaylee went to call out whoever the girl's name. Marnice steps in. It's like, no.
That's not gonna happen.
Come to me.
We got some. They have
let's
exchange
go.
Of words. That's what.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
They have some exchange of words.
Kaylee tried to.
Yeah.
Because she didn't connect. Tried to. And Marnice said,
boom. Threw her down to the ground. Bashed her head in.
Boom. Second time.
That was it.
She let her go.
That was it. Unfortunately, did Katie get a brain crack?
Don't care.
Unfortunately, a kid got injured, so I do care because she's a kid. But did she fucked around and find out? She did. She did.
Look. I'm being worked on. I really have been worked on.
Here's the difference, though. I'm empathetic because she's a child, but I'm not sympathetic over the situation.
I'm not empathetic. I'm not sympathetic. That's just how I'm built.
Okay.
You started
some shit,
and you effed around and found out.
Okay.
You picked the wrong one.
That day, you really did. You really did. And like we said before, Ben Crump, where the fuck are you at?
Truly, we shouldn't push people to their blackout. There you go. That's why I said, who knows the build up to that, right? Who knows? This is back in March, so it wasn't the end of the year. It's fourth quarter, whatever. You have a honor roll student who's been skipped a grade. So I have to say this. I have no doubt in my mind with Marnice that by her being in the upper grade at a younger age, but there's a lot of stuff going. I know what I'm saying is she was supposed to be in the grade that she's in.
That's correct.
So therefore, she's skipped ahead grade. So there's a lot of pressure on her anyway to be successful. It just so happened
she was focused on other things. She wasn't dealing with that shit. She didn't even want to pay attention to that shit. It just happens that it came across her table and she dealt with it. She dealt with it.
She was, and I have no doubt in mind that at some point in time.
And the thing that pisses me off, I'm gonna go back to it. How the fuck do you shut down her GoFundMe page?
That's why I said, True, you pass this on too.
How?
Haley's GoFundMe page needs to be shut down. We need to flood GoFundMe. Because, well, here's the thing though. GoFundMe has known to be a racist program. If y'all didn't know, the homeless guy we talked about a few months ago.
Oh, the dude. Well, here's what I found out about that, right? Old girl that set up the GoFundMe couldn't find him, so she gave back all the money.
That's not even true. That's not even true.
The article that I read, she said that she was looking for him. The phone that she bought for him, he sold the phone for some whatever.
But here's the thing. Why I said that's true, because after GoFundMe shut down the page, she was sitting there with him with a photo on not Instagram, well, Instagram too, on TikTok, showing with her side by side with him, saying, "Hey, this is where I hang out all the time." Regardless, he sold the phone. So GoFundMe
she gave the money back before they shut down the page. That's the article that I read. And I haven't heard it.
Yeah, that's right. She did. She did send the money back. But guess what ended up happening? GoFundMe realized their F up
and fucked up and shut down the page.
No. They realized the F up when they shut down the page. And if you go, because this is what happens, you got to put it this way. What we said before, you got to get off Google, get a little bit more information.
Yeah.
GoFundMe shut down that page, ended up secretly taking care of it. That guys ain't homeless no more.
So my thing about it is
now in this one, but guess what? That gentleman was what color? What color of skin? I believe he was a dark-skinned gentleman. Although I know between Drake and Kendrick, light skin is back in. But we ain't talking about that right now. We're talking about our dark-skinned fellas.
No, what we're talking about is Marnice DeClue that needs to get out of juvenile detention that's being held against her will for no goddamn reason.
What I'm saying is,
Big Trump, where you at? Al Sharpton, where you at? All of our black activists that stand up for
so-called activists
that stand up for powerful black women and powerful black people. Where the hell are you at right now? I'll even go and say Uman, whoever the fuck
don't bring
you
it
are.
up. That man only take care of his own kids.
That man don't take care of nothing, but you got the audacity to talk about black excellence. Where the hell are you at? Where are you at? Where's anybody at right now?
Did I do this? I did.
Oh, you know you had something to say about Jaleel White, right?
Oh boy, yeah, he did.
Fuck him when he was caught with a white girl. How fuck you gonna talk about Jaleel White when you was caught in the club?
Well, no, here's the thing. Okay, you know what? You brought up Dr. Umar. Why did you do that right now? Dr. Umar, I don't care if you see this. I love my wife regardless of the color of her skin. But you can't even take care of your black children. You're a statistic, my friend. But you want to build black-only schools or in your black psychiatrist or whatever the hell you are. I hope you see this. I would love to bring you on. I would love to debate you because I'm going to eat you alive. Because what you say, you don't practice what you preach. Because here it is, even in this situation right here, where you should be making your imprint, because it's a black young lady at 15 years old stuck in juvenile detention because we didn't even mention it, a white judge decided, oh, you're going to be a dangerous society with no record of that.
No, prosecution said that. White judge said, for your protection,
right,
we're going to keep you locked up.
Exactly. No, but the white judge supported what the prosecution said. So I'm going back to that.
Okay.
You said, oh, you're a threat to society. And because of your own recognizance, I need to protect you from what's going on. What's it say? What's it say? Exactly. DEFCON 5 on the bull. St. Louis, Missouri, do better.
Where are y'all at?
Black activists, do better.
I can only do my part. We can only do our part.
Don't make me step up and take care of this. Because if I do, I'm going to expose every single one of you. Because all of you are lacking. You talk about black this, black that, black love, black all of this. But when it comes down to it, do you really support it? Don't think so. Do you really push it? Don't think so.
I'll even go one step further. Let's stop with the supposed black activists, right? Kim K. Fuck are you at? She
supports black people more than anything. But
But I'm saying, where you at?
But the whole thing is with her, the reason why she gets a slide because she ain't black. So I'm not even going to her. I'm going to you, black people. You always want something to support. You always want something to pour your money into. Here's the opportunity. Matter of fact, GoFundMe, like I said, is one of the most racist organizations I've ever seen. And I'm not talking about just against black people, but against any race non-white. They're racist against. They have a history of it. So where are you, Mike? Was it Big Mike? Not Big Mike. Is it Big Mike?
Big Mike.
Big Mike. Where are you with the alternative to GoFundMe for black people that need help? Where are you?
You talking about
Killer Mike? Thank you, Killer Mike. Where are you with that? We need y'all to step the hell up to support the people that need you, that you say you're there for. Prove it.
I'm calling on everybody that's tuning in right now. Share this video on all platforms. The whole video. People need to hear the whole story.
Oh, we're going to do clips. There's certain things that needs to get across. But this whole video right here is very impactful because we have a young lady
And it happens every day. Schools aren't protecting our kids.
Schools are afraid. They say they're afraid to do things because of how the parents will react. I hate to tell you, that ain't the way to be. Do what you're supposed to. Let the families react. If they don't respond accordingly, what do you think law enforcement for? They have no doubt. They have no problem locking up black people if they don't act right.
I'm calling right now for a petition on social media to start. Kaylee needs to be charged, and her parents need to be charged. Felony assault.
You know what that reminded me of?
Felony assault. I'm sorry. You want to go after Marnice for felony assault and then try to charge her as a goddamn adult. She had no business being on campus. Her parents embedded that shit, enabled the shit. They need to be held accountable too.
Go to school.
They enabled it.
So here's what here's my soapbox. And what's funny is we have to go over because we're so late to get on. So that's fine. But here's my biggest issue with it all. Parents, if you know when your child's a problem, you need to do something. Like I said, when my wife and I saw something that was going on, we were notified and we took care of it. We had to do things we didn't want to do. We had to take privileges away. But that's your job. Because think about it. In this day and age, you can't let things go. You can't yell at a teacher for doing their job and informing you. Once they see what you do as a parent, that lets them know how they can ridicule, how they can reprimand your child.
Hey, stop right there. There was one time when my oldest son, he was playing basketball, right? Again, this is when the portal started becoming new and fresh and everything. We checked his grades because we got an email saying his grades got updated. My man had 3 Ds. He was about to tip off. Don't you know I walked on court and pulled him off court?
That's what you're supposed to do as a parent.
He was mad, but I didn't give a fuck. You got 3 Ds. You ain't playing. What are you playing? What are you playing for? Back in my day, you need to maintain a C average, a B average. If you was a starter, you had to have a B average.
To be a player, you had to what? C average.
That part.
So parents, stop blaming the school system all the time. Sometimes.
And now the school system wants to lower the academic requirements.
No, they already have. They already have.
Talking about a kid that makes a C is anywhere from a 59% to a 72. What the fuck?
They already have modified it. It ain't just gonna happen. It already have. I hate to say it. This goes back to, a couple. Here's what happened when it came out that No Child Left Behind. They took it to the total extreme. That ain't the way to go, y'all. Just like with the participation trophies, that ain't the way to go.
Kids that's watching.
There's a pecking order. There's a pecking order to everything. What I mean by that with pecking order, if y'all don't understand, new generations and older generations, y'all understand older. Pecking order means not everybody is a king and queen. Some of y'all are the workers. Y'all that sit there and have these students that not these children that are not excelling. Oh, you're my king. You're the queen. You're this. Stop doing that to them. You're not setting them up for success. You're setting them up for failure. So when they get out there in the real world, they ain't going to succeed. And it's your fault.
All my teams that's tuning in, and I know I have
a few. We have a few
of them that, and shout out to all of y'all. Do me a favor, please. Be alert. Keep your head on a swivel. If something is out of place or out of pocket, tell
that don't use that. Don't you dare use my name like that. But yeah, do it. Here's what I want y'all to understand.
Do whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe.
But here's the thing. I cannot say this. Everybody doesn't understand what a snitch is. There's no snitching if you see something about to go down, something wrong. There's no snitching. See something, say something. Can't say it any simpler than that. If you see something as a teen, you say something. Even if you just tell your parents when you get home. That's the parent. Your parents go to tell the office. The office ain't going to say who said so-and-so's mother or father said this happened. Da, 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 da. No, they're not going to do that. That's not what happens. Parents, the school is not going to do that because they don't want to hurt that relationship with the parent, let alone hurt the relationship with the students. They're in the district that my child is in, my children are in. There is called a student bill of rights. You know what that means? Whatever you say between them and the school, if it does not harm anyone, they will take care of it. But if you don't feel comfortable, tell your parents. Guess what? It still applies. They're not going to sit there and say, well, Jay's mother and father said that this happened. Pocket's mother and father said that this happened. They're not going to say that. They're going to say, this happened. We need to fix it. This is going on. We need to fix it. That's what happens. So do not be afraid. And you know what? Even if they get back to you saying you're a snitch, you know what? At least you stopped an incident from anyone getting hurt. And I tell you what, if at any point in time they bully you, by all means, we got an email right there. Email us. We ain't got no problem coming there to defend you with your parents.
Oh yeah, I like those videos of the Big Bully Club. Have you seen that shit? Yeah, man, we got to do that ourselves, bro. I got riders. I got riders that will pull up as long as we get clearance from the district of what we doing. And
actually, you know what? No. I don't want a rider. You know what? Reach out to Bronze Bomber. I want you on that bully squad.
That's hard.
Because remember, he's done that a few times when a boy bullied his daughter.
Deontay, come
after you beat Big Bang Zang Jr. first, and you beat Jarrell, not Jarrell, no, Jared Anderson in July.
I need you this summer, bro. Going up into the school year, holla at me. Somebody tag Deontay Wilder in a chat or on a post or something like that. Tell him to come holla at me. We want to start a back to school program that I want you to sponsor, bro.
Not even sponsor. I want you to be a part of it. Because you, my friend, are one of the most natural. You're a former champion. And I believe I've watched you for years now grow from bronze U.S. Olympic with no boxing background to one of the greatest heavyweight champions that we've ever seen, one of the most powerful right hands that we've ever seen. To now, you're going to the sunset. I mean, you got a couple things you got to do before you do that. I support you. I love boxing. I love heavyweight boxing.
But going back, we're about to wrap, everybody. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, everybody, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and with this particular episode, please hit that share button. I want to get as many eyes on this as I possibly can because we need to get Marnice the clue out. She needs to be home with her family. We need to get Kaylee and her family, mother and father, charged, or something needs to happen with them. I'm not promoting violence, so please don't go to their house and
well, the violence has already happened. Right now, what needs to happen is that the fact we need to make it a point. Let's shut down Kaylee's damn GoFundMe.
Shut it down.
That's the violent part I want that, but shut down that damn GoFundMe.
Shut it down, and she needs to be charged. She needs to be charged with felonious assault, bro. Period.
Now, St. Louis prosecutor, you heard my man. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody don't love charges, but it needs to happen. The wrong person got charged, and you know it. You know this now. You know this. Make things right. Make things right. Yeah, the young lady got hurt.
Not my problem.
She initiated
that part.
She started this mess.
Now, if y'all want to make this a race war, we can. I fight for babies. I fight not only for my babies, but I fight for the babies.
There's no way in hell that a 15-year-old should have to do her school classes behind bars when all she did was retaliate to something that happened.
She didn't retaliate. She defended herself.
That's a retaliation. That's what retaliation is. Something happened to you, and what did you do? You retaliated. You responded. Defended yourself to the fullest extent of the law. Case closed, right? Not in this case. Judge, you know what you need to do. Matter of fact, should I find a judge name? Give it to me.
No. Until next week, folks, we love you. Stay tuned.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Protect our kids.
Protect your family.
We love you.
Protect your neighbors.